this one started. And off we go. And here comes a return from just a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out. 7. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receiver.
Sports section, one of the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Gets this one to use check. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Lance looking to throw it. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
They bring pressure there on third down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
Lance now on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. He'll leave that underneath to Sermon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Lance. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9. And right at a yard. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Lance a give now to Sermon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Niners are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Again, Murray will keep it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. First carry for James Conner. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Conner. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Second and 6. Rudolph. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rudolph. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw. Screen pass to Conner. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. To throw, it's Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to him, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Lance to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rudolph. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Rudolph's throw pulled in by Hopkins. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. Trucks over him. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Sermon. A beautiful fake. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal. It
is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to it, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Now, defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. It's complete to Fuller. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Lance now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a second down. Rudolph throwing again. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he'll get this to counter underneath. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Ertz over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A give for Sermon running right.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Sermon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just to put up points. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Cardinal offense takes back over.
The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Benjamin's got it. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. They'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, Sermon.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
He's got Fuller. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down and 4, Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's McBride. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. First down, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Murray now on first down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, Lance
gets this one to Juszczyk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
only needing 2 yards on second down.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. From the 40 now on second down. Lance, the tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Throwing now is Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Fuller. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Murray to throw. And that is incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
He's got Connor.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Murray, he's used to moving fast at Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. Escaping the pressure right.
Yeah, this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Murray. Able to find Ertz. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the